look at a few headlines on the Vanguard. 400 billion naira oil production shortfall threatens 2024 budget. This one is the lead headline here on the Vanguard. You would find scarcity, petrol shortage, queues worsen in Lagos, Abuja, others. And court sentences 3 persons to death for armed robbery, murder in Ile-Ife. This one says 69 Boko Haram terrorist families surrender to MNJTF in Cameroon and Niger. Find out details of that on the Punch newspaper, on the Vanguard newspaper. And APC insensitive to plight of Nigerians, telling lies to hoodwink Edo people. This is from the Edo state government. There's quite a lot more to look at, but we'll take one more. Naira stable at 1,535 naira to $1 in the parallel market. And now that we have that from the Vanguard, let's go over to the Guardian newspaper quickly and see what. Let's do the Nation first. See what we have on the Nation newspaper. And here on the Nation, it says how Emefiele moved millions to wife by witness. All right, so you want to go read that and get the details of what they are trying to say. Minimum wage, Labour hopeful of better deal. And this one says okay, I think that's the much we can take on the Nation newspaper, not anymore. On Facebook, we are streaming live, so if you haven't joined us, quickly get on the page on Facebook, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, that's the handle. For those of us who haven't joined the Facebook community, it's the reason why you've not been able to watch us. So if you want to watch and listen to us at the same time, very simple. You can get access to us in the studio live on Facebook, on X, and on YouTube. So on Facebook first, just search Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, like the page, scroll down to the live stream, drop your comments real time, and importantly, don't forget to click on the share button. All right. And then if you have that done already, let's quickly go on to some of your messages on Facebook. It's quite a number of them. Patrick Amadi says, good morning. Some residents in the state are calling for fresh intervention in the political crisis. It is a welcome call, but I think the governor of the state has a major role to play in order to bring peace. All right, let's try to keep the messages on Facebook really short. It's a live stream and you wouldn't want your messages not to be read, all right? So keep it short. JFET said defected lawmakers should understand the impossibility of budget representation, also the impossibility of impeaching the governor. Lawrence Friday says Nigerians are becoming impatient. Senate tells Tinubu food security. That's the truth. The thing is too much. Sunday Aswa says it's a lost battle for Wiki and who's the other person you're talking about there? Perhaps you spelled that wrongly. Skillful Piro says food insecurity, Nigerians are becoming impatient. Senate tells Tinubu, I blame Nigerians for this hardship we are facing in the country. Only hot action will stop this mess. Gunmen kidnapped 26 in Katsina community. Sad one. Most of their community leaders and members are involved in this. Thank God Ability says, despite the political crisis characterizing the state, the governor is poised to give the state the dividends of democracy. Clever Sonny says, Ejike Wale has said it all. The FCT Minister Wike introduced politics of bitterness into Rivers people, but this will never happen again. Lorenzo Delight says, Rivers crisis is far from being resolved. Ojieme Chidi says, Wike and Sim are playing with our mentality. And Unobe Kachi says, Naira is stable at 1,535 Naira to $1. When someone falls into a pit and remains there, is this what we call stability? I don't have the answer to that, unfortunately. On X, okay, important. On X, it is Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. So if you haven't joined us on X, okay, now it's a fantastic time to go follow and join the conversation on X. Okay, it is Nigeria Info PH. Very simple. Drop your comments. We'll be taking those comments on X as well. The WhatsApp number is 0809 030 6416. Now let's go straight to the phone lines. 0817 923 0007. Again, 0817 923 0007. That is the number to call to get to us in the studio. You can also reach us on 0817 923 0003. Keep it very short and straight to the point. JJ is calling from Rumigbo. Let's hear you quickly. Good morning, JJ.
Andrew, good morning.
Yep.
Resident calling for another intervention. Andrew, the other people are not that sincere. You can remember that the governor went to the court and withdraw his defense and all those. They did do their own. All the agendas that the president set, they did meet their own part at the end of the day. So for me, I will not support any other intervention. We all know what is the problem now. All the president needs to do is to call his men to order. Call the police to order. Call the man that is working under him that he gave appointment to order. And this whole thing will stop. What is intervention or no intervention? Gather in Abuja again. No, now. Call these people to order. You cannot be looking for the eyes of a fish and be checking the tail side. And the visit of Ogbako Ekwere to our governor, my governor, Siminalayi Fubara, do you know the title of that meeting? Calling the masquerade that is very stubborn and showing him the tree that they used to carve his image. That's exactly what they did. For 16 years, people supported you. Just one more, you can't support anybody anymore, and the state must tear down. Things are not done that way.
All right, JJ, thank you very much. Let's go on to Mouth 3 now.
Exactly
good news is on the line. Thank you, JJ. Good news, good morning.
Oh, good morning, my brother, man.
All right, good news. Go ahead.
On part of the, let me continue from where JJ stopped. Yoshe Usani is saying only God can settle the problem in Rivers State. I disagree with Senator Shehu Usani. It is not for God that will settle the problem in Rivers State. The matter is seen itself clearly. It is a simple issue. Somebody has vowed and said before now, during the handover time, that he is a fighter. In fact, let me, I quote the former governor of Rivers State, I quote him. He said he's a fighter. And if the present governor does not listen to him, that he may not win the fight, but he will make him give him sleepless nights. That was what the former governor said. It's an open TV live program. And the DSS never invited him. We all know where the problem is coming from. Why not ask them to calm down? Did God really behave that way to Amechi? Did Amechi behave that way to him? Why will he behave that way to Sefubara? How many persons behave that way to other former governors? Is that they behave like that to Udom? Is Udom behaving like that to the present governor? What is not good is not good. And again, I want to thank distinguished Senator Mbata for recognizing the fact that equated ethnic nationality.
All right, good news.
To the government strategic.
Thank you. Let's go over to Gift. Gift is in Yenegua. Gift, good morning.
Andrew, good morning.
All right, good morning, Gift. Go on.
Let me address the issue of the former vice chairperson of the Ishi local government, Honorable Wishi Ken Ndukwe, where she talked about collective responsibility of their people in our community. I agree with her. It is so painful. You know, I have been a CDC chairman of a community, an oil producing community in that matter. So I understand these things. You cannot tell me when people have come together to contribute for the good or betterment of their community, one person will be taking the glory. Meanwhile, you, Andrew, you contributed. I contributed. Then at the end of the day, you will make announcements on behalf of all of us that you are the one who made that contribution to either school teachers to build a particular town hall or to build a school or contribute desk. It is wrong. Anybody who is doing that. Collectively, we need to praise everybody that has contributed their own little. You cannot just take the glory to yourself. So whatever social media influencers that are coming up to say that, I know Honorable Uche Ken Ndukwe, this is a woman that will stand for the truth any day, anytime, even on our contributions in your radio programs. So I don't think she's telling lies. She's telling the truth as far as I know her. Then let me now come to the Baka Ikwere who visited the governor. As far as I'm concerned, it is not a bad thing. That is the right thing to do. You visit your governor, whatever discussion you are having, no cause for alarm. That will not warrant another paramount ruler in the time of Wike. Is it Wike is the first person in this Nigeria that either recognizes or withdrew a particular certificate of, I don't know what he's even saying. As far as I'm concerned, it is uncalled for. If you want to meet the governor, for him to recognize you again and meet him, don't use weekend name to just win the governor for him to recognize you. A governor has every right. That is why you can see what is playing out in Kano State. So don't use weekend name. Go and tell the governor, Mr. Governor, the time of weekend, this is what happened to me. Please, can you recognize me? Not
all right, Gift.
To come on the air to blast.
Let's go to Omutioga now.
It is wrong.
John is on the line. Let's hear from John. John, good morning.
Yeah, my good friend, you say me, Andrew. Good morning.
Good morning, John. Go on.
Yeah. Senator Shehu Shani said it is only God that will resolve the political crisis in Rivers State. Yes, I may agree on one side, the other way around, I may not agree. You see, in this life, we have failed to tell ourselves the truth. People who believe in Almighty God, which they say that in Rivers State is a God state. What happened today? To tell them the truth. If you have made me a king, should I still serve you? At least I should have my own subject. Those people that say God to come and intervene, God is not coming now to come and intervene in Rivers State political crisis. The only thing that will intervene in Rivers State political crisis is by telling them, the minister, the truth. You have made this boy, you and your team, please allow this boy to be. Is your boy, the boy is still recognizing that I am not ungrateful. Yes, somebody has made me. I appreciate him. It's a good statement and a fact. Not every day pushing people. Go and kill, go and destroy, go and fight, go and do this, go and do that. It is no way forward. Our forefather who created Rivers State is not what they bring to divide Rivers State or to tear Rivers State into two. Secondly, budget representation in Rivers State. There are things that the statement that you make that it will not work. That day, any day that those people come, those loyalists to minister, that day they want to divide the Rivers State or they want to call the battalions of soldiers in Abuja to come and kill everybody here in Rivers State. It's not going to stand. We are not joking. This is Rivers State.
All right, John.
Look at other states. Look at
John, thank you very much. We have to move on now. Thank you. Thank you, John. We have to move on, but nobody's bringing any battalion of soldiers to come and kill everybody in Rivers State, okay? So let's not take it there. That is not happening. Robin in Echie, good morning.
Good morning, it's me, Andrew.
Yep, go on.
This morning I'm very elated as I had the news that Senator Atota Mbata spoke regarding the visit of Obako Ikore to the governor of Rivers State. And I think this is what the sons and daughters of Ikore should come out openly to speak out to this ill method to Governor Sim Fubara by one of their own. Because it's evidently clear that the former governor wants to destabilize Rivers State by his action, using those lawmakers in the assembly that are no longer lawmakers on one side. Having said so, the issue of fuel scarcity looming, more queue surfaced in Abuja and Lagos. President Bola Tinubu, when he took over, he told us he knows cabal who are holding this country hostage as regards the petroleum sector. He said so, that he knows them. A few of them putting Nigerian money in their pocket. What is he doing as regards the refinery? In the past few weeks, there have been hues and cries, even from Dangote, as regards telling us that the capacity in the oil industry is more strong than those of Trump. What is he doing? He's not saying anything. He's busy trying to tell us he wants to create a new ministry. That is not going to help us. Senator Shehu Sani saying that God is the only one who can intervene in the River State matter. I totally disagree with him. God has no business here. Senator Sani knows the person who is in charge causing the problem. They should call him to order, tell him this thing you're doing is bad. That is why Nigeria is like this, because people are afraid to talk to somebody who is committing a wrong thing. Rather, instead of bringing the person back, they will reward him. He knows the word at the whole should talk to former governor of River State, Nyesom Wike, to leave Governor Sim Fubara alone, and the problem will be solved. Good morning, Robin Mantari.
All right, Robin, thank you. Ida from Nkoro, let's hear you. Good morning.
Yeah, Andrew Femi, good morning.
Yes, go ahead.
First of all, I want to thank Senator Mbadam. He has spoken my mind this morning. I stay for Ikure land for over 20 years. Ikure people are peace-loving people. They don't look for trouble. So I want to thank them for their support. All the king, Yobaka Ikure, went to government house to visit the governor. He's their son. We left Dakuku Picture, who is our son, 2015, to vote for Chief Barrister Nyesom Wike. And people have the highest votes on Chief Barrister Nyesom Wike. So it's our turn. So they should support us. So I love what they're doing. They should continue their good work. One man cannot pocket River State. Look at how when this governor just took over. Project is booming in River State. Investors are trooping day by day because of the lifestyle of the governor. This is my first time of seeing a governor using River's money to help people. And I want to use the opportunity to thank Onwa Nneche has been doing well. So if you want to do well, to try so that people will come and praise you. They should leave Onwa alone. Onwa is doing Nneche. Nneche is booming. Under Onwa.
All right, God bless you. Letan Barry from Bori, good morning. Let's hear you.
Yeah, good morning, ETM Andrew.
Good morning. Go on.
Yeah, my contribution goes on the residents of Port Harcourt who are calling on Supreme Court to wade into the political crisis in River State. For me, I see that there are supposed to be peace in River State based on the pronouncement of the appeal court. I think that was where we were having much tension in the state. But I see that the reason why we are having this tension more again is because of those political actors who are calling for parallel House of Assembly in the state, which have failed to recognize the judgment of the appeal court. I think some people are also looking at the defection of some law members, which the appeal court make reference to, that anybody who wants to talk about defection should ask the Federal High Court, should approach the Federal High Court, making that bring down the tension. But I don't know why people will still be aggravating a problem and all that, looking at statements that will cause more crisis. If you look at the statement of the judge, he first of all vacated all the pronouncement of the lower court before he now puts it to them that they should maintain status quo antebellum. Maintain status quo antebellum was a way to actually put every crisis that has been there.
We have to move on. We have to move on now. Thank you very much.
Supreme Court to wade into when a pronouncement.
Thank you very much. We'll take one more call. 0817-923-0002. One more call. On X, at Ejo Onyishi says Wike should allow the governor perform his duty as a lawfully elected governor, and the police should vacate local government headquarters as the appeal court has given a judgment based on local government chairman tenure elongation. This one is from James Ubani, and he says only God can save Rivers State. At Ojone _Ogu 619 says in the community that a woman was refusing the claim of what the philanthropist did. Where are men? It's so disheartening that a woman is doing this and the men are silent. at Onyishi says, okay, I think we took that one before. You only sent it twice. All right, 0817-923-0002 or 0817-923-0003. We'll see. We could take one more call. All right, we'll go over to Facebook again. Andy Boy says the visit of Obakwa Ikwere to the governor is a good one. It's a liberation for traditional institution. Adewumi Daniel says, please, Governor Fubara, continue with your good work. Okudili says the visit of Obakwa Ikwere to the governor is where to go. We need peace. Emil Kamande says the political crisis benefiting the state can't be resolved by politicians, as I once again urge the non-partisan elders of the state to come and resolve the father and son crisis. Tango Ability says Uche Ken should play her opposition business. She had pledged allegiance to the FCT minister and remove her eyes from a chair allocation with the caretaker committee chairman. He knows what to do. Kelvin, I don't think she mentioned anything about allocation in the course of whatever she said. So that should not be the context, should it? Beckel says NNPC loan is not a bad idea if there's accountability. I don't know when last NNPC was audited. We play too much with the masses and their welfare in this country. Olare Wotemi says Wike never see anything yet. We are waiting for him in 2027. All right, he says the FCC minister said he's sorry, he had made a mistake, but he will correct that mistake in 2027. The visit of Ikwere stakeholders to the governor is not wrong in spite of the political crisis. This is Justice Ori. You sent that message in. On WhatsApp, we'll take a few of them as well before we go on the commercial. Okay, this one is from Odinaka Wike. He says the president should sack the GMD of the NNPC because he has failed. Fidelis says the political crisis in the state will only end in the Supreme Court. Okay. John Boom Tabonosaki says Shehu Sani is saying only God can solve the problem in the state. That's very wrong. To me, Shehu Sani indirectly is equating Wike to God. Governor Fubara can't defeat Wike and is structured legally. So Wike is not bigger than everyone. That no one can keep him where... Okay, I think... All right. This one here says, good morning, Stephen Igbikis from Ajip. The visit of Ikwere elders and traditional rulers to the governor, well, shows that the major part of the state are solidly behind the governor, and so the former governor and his soldiers should give up the fight because it will not work. All right. Clearly, there's still more drama to come. We'll wait and see how things play out. In the meantime, we take a commercial. 7 o'clock, the business news. Stay with us.